Hello everyone, this is Ruth Ann with Healing into Joy. Don't know how well you can hear me with the wind going. Maybe you can hear the birds. We're at a town park, city park in a little town in Kansas, enjoying the outdoors. You can hear the sounds of nature. Not sure how well you'll be able to hear me, but I'll just go ahead and do a little video here. Had a really interesting experience yesterday. We were in St. Louis, Missouri, and went to Trader Joe's to do some grocery shopping. And it was really cool because I felt like I dropped into the 3D Matrix for a little bit. Every single person in the store had a mask on, and I had to stand in this little blue box away from the cash register as they were ringing things up. And it was so hilarious because in Tennessee there was none of that going on. Only maybe a third of people would wear masks in stores and stuff. And I was like, whoa! I couldn't help smiling and laughing because it just sort of felt so weird. Like I stepped into this movie that I had been watching but hadn't really been a part of, and I stepped into it for a few minutes. And it's just so funny to just see everybody following the narrative, following all of these suggestions of what you should do, even though they've all been, for the most part, debunked, and like masks are harmful and the COVID doesn't spread on surfaces, and asymptomatic people don't spread. I mean, all this stuff is out there now, and yet everybody was wearing masks and trying to keep distance and everything. It was just so Twilight Zone weird. Anyway, that was just a fun experience. We've been enjoying the road. Today is day 6. We were at a workaway for 2 days during that time. Enjoyed some donkeys and bamboo cutting and helping out a lady there in Tennessee. And now we're just heading I'm looking at spending summer solstice in Yellowstone National Park. That's what feels good right now. So heading in that direction. And we'd gotten ready to go to a pool, got braids done up and everything, and then all the crowd started to go to the pool, and the girls were like, nope, not doing it, too many people. Sort of funny how they are like that. They're like, if there's lots of people at a park, they don't want to play. If there's lots of people at a pool, they don't want to go. We're not very much people, which is totally cool. Especially when the people seem to be in Twilight Zone. Love them anyway. Love them all. We're all one. A part of us is in Twilight Zone. A part of us believes all the stories. All the stories we tell ourselves. The stories we tell each other. They're all just stories. I guess no different than the COVID stories or the riot stories or the BLM stories. Funny thing about BLM, I always think of it as the Bureau of Land Management and Free Camping. It has a different meaning for me than most people, I guess. But, like I was saying, they're all stories. Can we let go of all the stories? Can we let go of the stories and connect with the truth of who we are? Beyond stories, beyond what we see. Beyond the wind. Let the wind blow all the stories away. raise our vibration above the stories. And I'm not just talking about the narrative, the mainstream media stuff. All the stories. The stories of where we're not worthy, where we're not loved enough, disrespect, or even the stories, good stories. Can we even let go of those? Can we let go of the stories of being surrounded in soul family love, and even those stories? Can we let go of all stories? They're all just stories. Just for a while. You can pick the stories back up later. Some are fun. Letting go of all the stories, can you connect to the truth of who you are, the source of all that is, the love and light that makes up everything. And then choose the stories that you want to enjoy. Choose the stories you want to experience. Realizing they're just stories. Not attaching too much, not getting triggered all the time. See them for the stories that they are. For the ever-changing non-truth. The truth never changes. The stories come and go and change and shift and contradict each other half the time. And then choose the stories that bring you joy. What stories bring you joy? For me, traveling with the girls is a story that brings me joy right now. The 2 kittens that we have, they were so crazy this morning, chasing each other all over, waking us up as they climb all over, bounce on our faces. It's a fun story. What story brings you joy? Choose those. Consciously choose your stories, knowing that you're making them all up too. Much love, magic and miracles always.